Our games, and I am back for game 35, round one. I thought I'd include Wingspan in this round because we announced yesterday, we kind of did the full reveal of Wingspan Asia, the latest expansion to Wingspan, and also a standalone game for 1 to 2 players. And I also thought it would be fun to have the two Polyomino realms in one round for the first time. This is Tapestry and the new A Feast for Odin. If you don't have A Feast for Odin, you could either wait until later until you receive it. It is shipping now from our web store or from our fulfillment centers, or you can use another realm as a replacement. So let's jump right in and see what we're getting today. Start off with a 3 and a 4. 3 and a 4. Kind of like that for Wingspan. Not awesome for Tapestry, but it's okay. And A Feast for Odin, might as well dig right in there. So let's use a 4 for A Feast for Odin. And we'll put it, where should I put that little 4? I'd love to get a coin right off the bat. Yeah, let's put the 4, let's put it right here. I'll put it there, coin, pumpkin, boom, boom. Coin, pumpkin. Actually, I don't really have use for a coin the first round anyway. Oh, and I'm using the 4, so I have to mark off this shape in A Feast for Odin. Whenever you use a specific number to mark off a shape, you can't use that shape again. The only exception to that is if you use a 6. In A Feast for Odin, I'm trying to complete these islands, and there's some stars that I can earn by covering up on the islands themselves. The 3 I'll put over here in Wingspan and get another coin. And actually, with 2 coins and a 7, I could copy one of these numbers and put it in Tapestry. That really wouldn't be a terrible idea. So why don't I do that? A little early, but let's go for it. So I'm going to copy, and in Tapestry, you can reuse the shape. So I'm going to use the 4 shape, and I just want to make sure I leave room for plenty of 6s here. Yeah, that's where I want to put the 6s. Kind of plan that out. I'm going to put this right here, I think. Yeah, kind of a weird shape, but I think that'll work out if I roll a bunch of 6s here. Let's see if that works out for us. 5 and a 3, almost a 6. 5 and a 3. So what can we do? 5, I kind of like in this big section of Wingspan. There's some good shapes for Feast for Odin to use that the 5 as well. And I like a 5 in Tapestry too. Lots of good options here. Let's see, what do we want to go with? I don't love, well, maybe it could work. I don't completely love the 3 in Tapestry. I might ignore Tapestry for a round. Let's see how that works out. So let's put the 5. Let's do a 3. Let's complete an island. Why not? We've got the 3. Let's just do it. We'll do it right here. That gives us another coin and another pumpkin. There we go. Actually, I could use the coin down in Tapestry anyway. The 3, we'll put that in Wingspan. Right there. Right there in Wingspan. Let me mark that pumpkin a little clearer. That was a terrible drawing job. There we go. Circle that pumpkin. And now I have that one value coin. If I want to use it, I will go ahead and use it. Lots of pumpkins so far. Okay, turn 3. 5 and a 2. Still not a 6. I shouldn't be relying on getting a 6. It's quite possible I won't roll any of them. 5 and a 2. And I did actually earn a star from completing that island down there. 2 is fine in Wingspan. The 5 I could use in A Feast for Odin. I probably need to continue to make progress in Tapestry, so maybe I need to use it there. In fact, I could manipulate it into a 6 if I wanted. I could also try to duplicate the 5 with 2 coins again. That wouldn't be too bad. Why don't we stretch our resources a little thin and go for it? I'll put the 2 right here in Wingspan. That gets me a coin. And now I need to use the 5 first over here in A Feast for Odin and make sure and try to get a coin by doing so. Let's use that chunky. So I get one of everything down here. Like that. And then we'll use 2 coins to copy the 5 because these 2 numbers add up to 7. So I'm copying the 5 and I'm going to turn it into a 6. Do a little manipulation there and turn that into a 6. right up here, I believe. Well, I could get another coin out of it. Let's say I want to go there. Oh, I already blocked myself off a little bit here. Um, I may have prevented myself from using the 3 6s that I often like to use if I can. Yeah, I think I may have done that. A 5 is actually better there now. So let's plan on you. So yeah, let's not use the 6. Let's just use a 5 and hope to roll a 6, because I'm hoping to put. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Hoping to squeeze a 5 in there, or squeeze a 6 in there. Okay. Turn. What do we have? Turn 3. There's a 6. A 6 and a 4. 6 and a 4. So I've been waiting for that 6 in Tapestry, so I might as well use it. I've just configured everything around getting it. So let's go for it. Put it right there. And this completes a pumpkin and a heart. And now I have a 4 to use. If I got a coin, I could use the coin in Wingspan, although I don't have a great place to use it over there right now. But I also don't want to fall behind in Wingspan. So I could put a 4 here, but that would require 2 more 6s. You know, I might try to ignore maybe trying to get the exact sum in Wingspan. That's a little workaround there. So let's use the 4 over in A Feast for Odin. Where should we put it? Let's put it, I kind of want that coin. I always want the coins. Let's put it over here. Put it right there. I'm not going to get the coin. I am going to get a star, though, and a heart. Oh, and I didn't get the coin, though. That's the problem, because I wanted the coin for Wingspan. I could always copy a number. If I want to do that, I'll use 3 hearts to copy a 6. Why not? Copy that 6 and throw it over here in Wingspan. I'll keep that dream alive. 5 and a 5, a pair of 5s. All right, I just used those hearts, but maybe there's something else I can do with them instead. So 5 and 5 could be good for Wingspan, could be okay for Tapestry, functional for A Feast for Odin. Oh, I already used one of those shapes for A Feast for Odin. Oh, and I can't use the other 5. So if I want to use that, I need to manipulate it into a 6, which is fine. I wouldn't even mind doing that. And I kind of want to get hearts so I can copy one of them. So let's put a 5 right here. There's a heart. That's 1 heart. And now what can I do? So yeah, let's use 2 pumpkins to manipulate one of these 5s into a 6. It remains as a pair as rolled, so I can still copy one of those numbers. But I have a 6 to use in A Feast for Odin, which lets me use any shape, even if I've already marked it off. And I don't have to mark it off if I haven't already. What shape do I really want in here? I know I'm going to have to duplicate some shapes. I can save this for a 3 later. What do I need over here? I need a couple duplicates to make this work. You know, I think, what can work there? I really want to do this in 2 shapes if possible. But I think I might need, currently, that doesn't really work. Actually, no, this will work. I'll actually change this 5 down to a 4. Use that and go down here. There's a star and a heart. I wanted that heart. I now have the 2 hearts, so I can copy a 5, and I'm going to manipulate it into a 6 and use it over here in Tapestry. We'll put it right here. There we go. Leaving lots of little gaps in Tapestry right now, but hopefully I can close them out soon. Okay, turn 6. A pair of 2s. So another pair. I don't know if this is one that I really need to focus on copying. 2 works great in Wingspan. That's a chance to get that star. Let's do that. Actually get 2 stars, because the sum of that bird is complete and it adds up to 7. 2 is good in Tapestry. That actually completes 2 little cells, little squares. I like that. Yeah, it actually completes a row too. So let's put that other 2 here. There's a heart and a coin. Heart and a coin. And a coin. Actually, I did need a 2 and a Feast of Odin too. But I'll use that coin as my onesie because I know I needed a onesie over here. And that gives me a coin right back. So right back in it there. I really enjoy Feast of Odin. This is a good realm. This is designed by Inge Kootman, who is our German translator. All right. Turn 7. A 4 and a 1. 4 and a 1. Don't really want a 4 in Tapestry. Oh, 4 actually works great in Wingspan. Let's put that in Wingspan and get a star. The 1. What can I do with that 1? Might need to turn it into a 2. Yeah, let's turn that 1 into a 2 and put it right here in a Feast for Odin. That gets me another star for completing an island and gave me a pumpkin. And now I have a little onesie here that I could use and that I probably need to use. In fact, I can put it right here to replace itself because I completed that little square. Turn 8. What am I hoping for? 6s, I think. 6s. A 4 and a 2. That isn't quite what I need at this stage. A 4 and a 2. The 4 I could put over here and get a pumpkin, and then I can use the pumpkin to manipulate that 2 into a 3, which is good over here. The 2 is also good in Tapestry. Like I could put the 2 right there and get a pumpkin, and I need a pumpkin to put that 4, to turn that 4 into a 3 over in a Feast for Odin. But I only need 1 3 to finish that off, so I think I might hold off a little bit. Let's put the... We'll put the 4 right here and get a pumpkin. I'm then going to put the 2. You know, I could save it. No, that'll complete a column. That's good. I'll put the 2 right there and get another pumpkin. So I need a 6 for Wingspan. For Tapestry, I don't think I will be finishing Tapestry, but that's okay. In fact, I would love to complete maybe 1 more row, but yeah. So if I can get even just a little onesie there, which I can definitely do on my last turn. And over here, I need a 3. So I need a 3 and a 6. Let's see if I can roll it just flat out. Another 4 and a 2. All right. So not a 6. I can still complete Wingspan, just won't get the bonus for it. A 4 and a 2. The 2 is okay in Tapestry. A 1 is also okay in Tapestry, so I might just use that little onesie here. I can put any number there, and I need a 3 over here. So let's turn this 2 into a 3. Get a heart out of it and a star for completing that island. I've completed a Feast for Odin. It's a fairly easy realm to complete. It's good to have some easier realms in here. So I used the 2 for that. It really could have been either number. It really does not matter. I'm going to use the 1 coin over here because I just want to complete this row and get another heart. And then I'll use the 4 right there and just get 1 star. So I've completed most of Wingspan. Unfortunately, let's see, I get 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stars from Tapestry, not bad. Tapestry is usually either a 4 or a 6-star realm. You're either going to get 4 or 6. There's no way to get just 5. But this isn't bad, not too bad. So what is that, 9, 15, couple extras, 15.3? Let me know in the comments below what you scored in this live play of Wingspan Tapestry of Feast for Odin. Look forward to hearing what you do with it. Thanks. I'll be back tomorrow for another live play, probably in the afternoon, Central Time here. Take care.